Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker and welcome to show and tell number 186. So it has been a normal, peaceful week here at Chez Penny. I am so excited. There has been, other than just like I am a manic little chihuahua running around trying to get things done because I've been behind on everything, like it's been quiet. The house didn't blow up. Nobody else trespassed on our property. We haven't had a doctor's appointment. A cat didn't fall lame and start, gimping across the house, unable to move. It's been quiet and peaceful and just normal. I've been able to wake up in the morning, set my schedule for the day, and more or less follow through with that. I haven't had to stop everything I'm doing and have an emergency appointment to go run off and do something else. Been nice. I am not gonna lie, it has been nice. I have not gotten the crafting done I wanted to do, but to not just be extra stressed over random things has been very nice. So real quick check-in. We are at the midway point of the Spook Your Spring make-along. Now I know I am not doing very well at participating in my own make-along, but we're at the midway point of the make-along. So get your spook on. Let's see what you got going on. Post in the Facebook group, share on my email, or you can send me a PM on Instagram. Words need to go from here to here. It's been quiet, peaceful, and normal. That does not mean I am not bonkers still. Before you guys ask, this is a pattern from Sorella. I am not sure what the name of it is, but it is a Sorella pattern. I made this 2 years ago. This is Lion Brand Comfy Cotton. I don't think this is my tie. I think this is the other one, but now I can't remember. Chai Latte. And can I say, once again, I am so loving how these lights pick up color. Even my mom the other day, I called her for Mother's Day. Happy late Mother's Day, everybody. I called her and she's like, can I just say the lighting looks really good in your videos recently? I was like, yeah, everything is actually color obvious. Like when I show you something, I can't be like, oh, well, it's a little more yellow. No, for once, everything is actually true to color. I love it. It's fantastic. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I can be overly verbose. Let's try to rein it in a little bit. But Sorella pattern. If I can find this before I upload this evening, because I am filming it's almost noon on Thursday. I've actually eaten and exercised and showered and cleaned. I've done everything today. This is the wind down for my day. Maybe that's why I'm a little hyper, because it's only noon and I've been up long enough to have done everything, but does mean when I sit down, I can. Yeah, so I will try to remember to find this pattern and put it in the description box down below. But if I don't, it's one of Sorella's free patterns. And it's her on a beach. I don't know why I do the things I do. I tell you guys I'm not completely normal most of the time, but sometimes I do a little bit more show, not tell. So I did start my next corner to corner blanket. This one will be lapgan sized. Pick this up so I don't trip on it. Never a dull moment. It is never a dull moment. So this will be lapgan size. So I'm doing it 4x5 squares. My squares average 10 inches each. So that will be 40 by 50-ish when I'm done. So These are my almost half and half blocks. They're not perfectly half and half. They're just close to half and half. Oddly enough, we have a couple holidays in this group. We have like Very Valentine's, we have Christmas, and there's another one that I think is gray and orange. I think it's actually like this color orange, and it's very Halloween. But like I said before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start joining these other corner to corner blankets together. That way, as I create scrap and create blocks, I can join as you go like you're supposed to. Like this is how this is supposed to work. I can join as I go my new squares. That way I'm not just trying to put together 900 blankets. I can join them as I go, and when they get done, they get done. So I will have enough to finish the row I'm on and start the next one, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 4 more squares left. So I'll be able to complete. It'll be 4 rows complete, and then 3 more squares. So I will only be short 1 square for this blanket when I'm done doing this. But I mean, that's going to put it standing. So that would be like right, I hate to say it, but right at bust level for me is what 5 squares is going to be. So anyway, I'm just using Red Heart white to join this, and it's white 113 because I have like 3 different whites. I have white 0, I think it was 002. I have white 113, which I think is the current Red Heart Super Saver white. And I have white, I think that one is 012. I'm trying to like visualize what the labels look like. Anyway, I had a couple of different Red Heart Super Saver whites, but anyway, I have 4 more squares left of this half and half. At the end of this, you'll see a picture where I had set this on the dining room table last night, and Pippin decided if it fits, I sits. It was cute, but I was a little surprised to find him trying to sit in that bin. But then I will move on to the next one, which is the less than 1/3 is one color, 2/3 is the second color. So it's another bicolor block, but it's like a little triangle of color, and then the rest is one color. And I have like an order I want to do those in. These I'm doing all in the same direction. I am once again using my corner to corner join as you go method. Somebody did ask about that the other day. I really like it because it's super duper flat. I did make alterations from other versions of similar joins I had seen. One of which is the way we come in and join the 3rd and 4th squares in an X pattern. So we keep this super flat and we don't end up with the points that get way too much weight that drag them apart. Everything is looped into the center 4 join here. And of course, like I make it look like all wonky the way I just pulled that out. But the weight will equally distribute across all 4 corners and not have like 2 that are taking on the brunt of the weight. And it's a reinforced corner. And it lays super duper flat. I like this join. It's a variation of like 3 different things that I had seen in the past. So that is that. Everything is neatly fitting in here. Let's see. All right, I had told you guys my notions bag for that I'm using. This is from Terry over at Yarn Joy. I won one of her giveaways last year for the Show Your Ball Bands. I told you guys one of the things I'd been started working on last month was trying to get these 2 pairs of socks that have been sitting in my bedroom in a bag waiting to be worked on. I decided to pull these out and start working on them. So this is a Premier Serenity sock in black. This is a Mary Maxim sock in a pink. I don't know why I'm struggling. It's like I get to the heel, finish the heel, and don't want to work on these anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I have been working on these. When I picked these up, I was at the heel. So, you know, I've got a little over an inch there. It isn't a Halloween bag, though. I am on trend with my goals for this current month we're in. Even though it's not the Halloween socks I wanted to be working on, it is working on a UFO. These were started in 2021. I have 2 pair that were started in 2021. I refused to start another pair of socks until I finish these 2 pair, but I stalled on these and cannot get jump started for some reason working on these again. Next, what really has taken up most of my crafting time in the last week is the sweater that I'm working on. So this is the Rosy Tea sweater, and this is by Two Brothers Blankets. So there are definitely things about this I would change should I make this sweater again. So right now we're at it's way more cropped than I'm willing to try on for you guys and show you guys what it looks like from the waist down. But, and now bear in mind, this is unblocked. Obviously, I'm still working on this. I have 2 full balls of the yarn already worked into this. When I block this, my seam will be straight, I know, but it's driving me crazy every time I look at it that it's, as I've worked down from the sleeve, it's gotten cattywampus across the back. I would cast on extra stitches here, and that is because I am broad from breastbone to outer part of my shoulder, from spine to outer part of my shoulder. This line is a wide line compared to my height. I actually have fairly short arms, but I'm very broad chested. And I also am fairly as well. But not only that, I am also wide from here to here, the underarm area. So this line is a wide line and this line is a wide line. This pattern is written for somebody who has slightly more compact shoulders, not the arms, but the actual like width and breadth of the shoulder and back area. So the increasing begins way in here on the neckline. You can see where the increasing for the shaping of the sleeve lies. It's cut in quarters starting from the neck down. And this is very tight. Now, blocked out, this will be a little bit wider here, but not enough to compensate for the symmetry you want to have from here to here and here to here. So, especially with it having a longer sleeve profile, it's meant to be worn over a tank top. It has a flutter sleeve. And I made another alteration to the underarm section where I went straight across and added stitches for the bust line and stopped increasing the sleeves because the sleeves were more than long enough for me. So I did have to do a rapid increase to adjust for the bust on this. So next time, if I were to start this, I would add a couple of stitches to what is the front neck and the back neck just to push that increasing out a little bit further. I would increase the sleeve until the drop of the sleeve, the drop from the top of the shoulder to the underarm is where I wanted it. and the size of the sleeve hole was where I wanted it. You can see where this is actually supposed to be in the round with the lace pattern, and you can see where I actually added stitches here and left this as an open flutter down here. I would probably raise that as well. Bring this out, raise where I stopped the lace pattern, and do an extra increase section in the front and back. So there are things I would change to fit my body more specifically with this. Should I make this again in something like Hawthorne? I think this would be very nice in a fine like sport weight yarn. You would just have to adjust for your measurements. So like change the size of the pattern for your measurements. And I think that might also give you some of that separation there at the front. But that's a very easy change to make. Until I made this though, I wouldn't have known that that was going to be too narrow on my neck. We will double check. I'll make final notes about that once I block this sweater. But so we are, right now it hits me about right here. So I need a good, that's about 4.5 inches. So we probably need about 6 inches longer. I do have one more hank of this that I ordered coming. It should be here tomorrow. I thought I was going to be able to do this with the 3 hanks I had. However, I think I need a couple extra inches. Let's cover some stuff up. Cover some stuff. But this is, I mean, I'm about 1/3 of the way through my final, or my 3rd skein of this. So anyway, I did pull this out. So this is the Sea Breeze Crochet Tee. It does not say who this is by. Oh, there we go. Merry House. M-E-R-R-Y-M-A-R-Y. Maria Gracia. So this is done pullover style. I've seen a number of people doing different patterns in this construction type, but it's basically it's one of the coolest things you can do. It's like the kind of like a Ruana, where you basically are making 2 scarves, sewing it, and then you sew down the back and sew. But for some reason, and there's no real great picture of this on, maybe that kind of gives you, I like the lace pattern on this, but without showing you the pattern, see, that doesn't really show you a flattering view of the sweater, but that doesn't really show you the lace pattern particularly well. But I'm debating on whether or not, I have a whole bunch of this, which is a fingering weight yarn. This is dotted line, and we're going to blow out this time. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So this is the colorway Pink Lettuce. So we have just that little bit of orange speckling in there, the pink speckling. I could very easily expand the number of stitch counts, trial and error, but I could expand the panels, 2 panels, to work for fingering, or, and I don't know that I have it up. I do have Kobu in magenta and baby pink. And I was thinking about one of these. The pattern calls for cotton yarn. So I definitely want to stick in something that has that natural fiber feel. So I'm thinking this is probably where I'm going to go. I do have a couple things on the yarn wall that might work, but I think this is more where I'm leaning towards. But I'm already pre-planning my next summer sweater. So I'm actually getting use out of one that I've made in the past. The other two I have upstairs that still fit right now are tank tops, and I wasn't quite ready for a tank top yet. But I did pull that out because I was thinking I kind of like the way that looks, and I've got some yarns that would work for it. And it didn't look like it would take me that long because it's using a J hook with a DK weight yarn. So that's giving you a very light open gauge. I do have 5 of each of the Kobus. I don't think I have anything else. I mean, unless I went around and did like one of these cakes maybe. Like this is the It's a Wrap Rainbow, which is cotton and acrylic blend, which might not be bad. This is a size 2, but like I've got a couple things like that that might work for it. I think it's another fingering. Yeah. So I have a couple different options, I guess, theoretically, that, but I'm leaning towards the Kobu on that. Let me know what you guys think. And I still managed to talk to you guys for 20 minutes. I'm very sorry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. I don't want to keep you guys longer than I already did. Very quick reminder though, as you watch videos, you might want to make sure you're commenting on them because in August we may or may not have some kind of a surprise mystery And last time I did one of those, I had a couple of people who were very annoyed because they didn't know that commenting on channels might mean that you might win something. So I'm giving you warning well in advance again. Channel engagement is always a nice thing. If you have not already liked, commented, subscribed, all that good stuff, obviously, but I will throw some pet tags here at the end. Like I said, I do have the cute picture of Pippin in my basket. I don't know that, well, I think I've got a couple cute little banner shots too. He's still so much a little kitten. It's so cute. He's just so cute. Anyway. I love you guys, and I will see you real soon. Bye, guys. So I'm sitting here working on my sweater, my second sweater.